Hello, this is Josh Belk with the Belk on Business podcast. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to talk a little bit about team development. And I've kind of just jotted down here 4 different elements of team development, or maybe what I'll call professional development. But when I'm talking about just not development of you as a business owner or you as an individual inside of a business, but kind of more collectively as a team, what does this look like from a professional development end? First of all, I think every business really should have a development plan. And I'll kind of explain a little bit what this looks like in my business and some of the things that I've done. And maybe this will kind of help you a little bit instead of me just kind of rattling off some bullet points here. But when I talk about a development plan, and of course, I own an accounting firm and a few other businesses as well. And I'm big on education, and I'm not talking about your traditional 4-year college degree, even though I think there's a lot of value that can come from something like that. What I'm talking about is in the business, specifically getting myself and the individuals in my business to the place really where they should be. And this will come through an actual development plan. So I'm going to think about in my head, where do I want to get to professionally, and where do my people want to get to professionally, and what sort of steps can I put in place, and what can I do for my people, for my team, to get them to where they want to be and to where the business needs to be. And so first of all, creating a development plan. How am I going to develop professionally and even personally to become what the company needs? So when we talk about a professional development plan, the first thing that I want to do is to look at myself. Am I where I need to be an effective leader, to be effective as far as in the skills that I need and the skill set that I need and the knowledge that I need to be able to successfully get the business to where it needs to be? So when I'm creating a development plan, the first thing I'm going to do is to look at myself. So a professional development plan should be in place to identify the necessary skills and resources needed to support the individual's goals as well as the organization's overall business goals. So as an accounting firm, I know that I can have people in my business that aren't licensed. Okay, so my business overall, we are regulated. There's state regulations in place. There are federal regulations in place. There are different licenses that you may need if you're going to be in the tax space or if you're going to practice public accounting. And so there are times where that traditional education path is needed. But there's also times where maybe the license isn't needed, but I can send my team, specific team members, to get help in areas that they need to get help in. For example, my integrator, when he came on board with me, did not have a license at all. But I know that I was wanting to relieve myself of one area of my business, and I knew he would be very, very good at it. So I went through the process of getting him the education he needed to be able to sit for the exam so he can go ahead and get licensed, and he successfully did that last year. And so that helped to take my business to the next level. I hired, about a year ago, actually my niece who works for me in my business, and she just finished up college here a short time ago. But what she went to school for doesn't directly align with this particular business that she's working in. However, we are working on developing the skill sets that she needs to become more effective in the job that she does. And what she does doesn't require a license. And here a couple months ago, I actually had a conversation with her whether or not it's a track that she would want to go. And I know ultimately, I know where my business wants to go, and I'm going to need more people who are licensed, more people who can do certain things in the business. And so I want to find out who in the business that's working for me now is interested in going that direction, and then being able to develop them to get them to the point that they want to be. So I have the business goals, the direction that we want to go, and then have a conversation with the individuals in my business and see what sort of interests that they may have and what goals that they have, and see where they align. And where they align the most closely, I'm going to find the best talent in my business. I'm going to have the best culture in my business, and I'm going to be able to develop my people and get them to the level that they need to be in the business to the level it needs to be. Secondly, find out the personal and professional goals of each employee and include these goals if they align with the company's vision or strategic plan. I talked about that here just a minute ago as we kind of went through the first point as well. But find out the personal and professional goals of each of your people. And this conversation can start right off the bat when you go to interview a prospective employee to find out from them what they're wanting to do, where they're wanting to go, and see if their goals, if the direction they want to go does indeed align with your business. And then the people that are inside of your business, once you're kind of looking maybe to hire without, maybe that person can be developed within your business for them to become become what they need you to be in your business. Thirdly, incentivize or reward team members beyond just the customary bonuses for hitting financial goals, or the what I'll call just because bonuses. When we talk about holiday bonuses, those types of things. But to incentivize and reward team members beyond just, hey, we hit a certain financial goal, or it's the holiday season, so we're going to give you a bonus. But to go beyond that and actually have some sort of an incentive program for people as they begin to develop into what you're needing them to be in the business. So once they begin to hit certain metrics that you're looking for, that you incentivize them to kind of encourage them to continue on the path of developing the skills and becoming the people that you need in your business. And then lastly, to monitor and establish metrics for growth. So when you go through and you're developing this particular development plan, when you're putting together a development plan for your people, for the business, that you do have the metrics defined within that plan, so you know whether or not that overall plan is a success or not. Hope this was of some help to you. I appreciate you listening. Once again, this is Josh Belk with the Belk on Business podcast.